What's going on, everybody? David with Parts and Pieces. How y'all doing? I am changing out hubs today on a 95 Ford Bronco Eddie Bauer edition, 4-wheel drive, obviously. Has automatic hubs on it. Took it for a test drive after the gentleman got it and found out they did not work. Just wore out, old, to be honest. Probably could have cleaned them up, made them work, but we don't want that. So we're gonna put these in there. That way we know for sure it's gonna work. So what I'm gonna do is walk y'all through the hub right here. Now I'm gonna go on into this and change bearings all the way back in here to the axle, the inner bearing. So primarily what I'm showing y'all is the change of this. So if you see some of this gone, or my process of doing this, it's because I'm going in here, not just this. But what I'll probably do, to be honest, is I'll film this, and then when I get back to it, I'll film it, and I'll show y'all the process of taking this out and putting this in, which is not bad. It's actually harder getting this one out than it is easier putting this one in. So we're going to take that out, replace it. I'm going to show you how to do that real quick, and if you want to watch after that, I'll probably add some of this into the video too, the bearings and stuff. But the primary part is this right here. That's what I'm going to show you. Later on, if you want to, after this, watch the rest of the video. I'm going to do a few things to the bearings, and yeah. So all right, guys, well, let's get started with it. First, you need a T20 bit. Pop these out. Be careful with them, depending on how long they've been in there. All right. Now for the Warren manual locking hubs, you are not going to need none of these parts in here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about as I pull them out. This pops off just like that. This takes a minute because inside here there is a snap ring. To do this, it takes a second. I'm not a professional, so some of y'all might be a lot faster than me. 2 picks. Now I know there is a lot of people that have posted this online, how to do this, but hey, what's one more gonna hurt, right? I gotta find it. It takes a second to find it. Once you understand what you're doing and what you see I'm pulling out, won't be so, you'll understand. Just give me a second. Can't. Okay, I got it. Once I get this out, you'll understand if you haven't never seen this done before. But it can take you a second. It can take a second. Some people can get it quickly, some people can't. Hang on. Come on. There it goes. See? Oh yeah. Don't let it pop back in there. It ain't the easiest to get out, but it's not the hardest. You see, you got to get your pick in there and hold one side and pick under the other and slip it out. But yeah, that's in there. And you take this, oh, and you pull it out. Look at all that. Oh boy. You want to see why the other hub wasn't working? Nasty, huh? There was an issue with this one. It had been grinding and grinding metal, or grinding itself down, it looks like here, for a while. But these are the two old ones. All right. Now the next one is a locking ring, or not a locking, like a locking. Let me get it out and I'll show you. How about that? If you know what it is, great. It's a half moon clip. Just pops on or pops off anyway. And then you have, oh, come on, get out of there. There we go. We have 2 washers. This wasn't in the other side. I already did the other side. I'm only showing y'all one. This will be times 2. But yeah, there's the washers. I usually keep all this stuff in case whoever buys this wants this later. But anyhow, all right. Now once you get them out, you have this bad boy. If I can get the hooks around it. There we go. That's that. That comes out. There's more. Hold on. Next, if I can get it, just give me 1 second. This one right here is probably the one that is most important that you understand. It is held in by a pin and you have to grab it just right. It's a special kind of locking ring. I'll show you here in a second if you've never seen one, if I can get it out of there. These can be a little bit of a pain. They don't spin, they slide straight out. Like I said, a lot of y'all have done this before. I'm just doing it to show some new people. Oh, get it out of there. Come here. Come here. If you're just replacing automatic hubs, it's important that you keep this clip, if you see what I'm talking about. If you're putting manuals in, you don't need it no more. Well, for the manuals I have anyway. All right, now got that out. Clean this out a little bit real quick. Hold on a second. All right, watch your eyes. I got spray. All right. Clean that up a little bit where I can see what I'm doing. now you have this. This is a 2.5 inch. You can order these just for this. I recommend it. If not, you're gonna have a time. But that goes in there like that. Get it on there. Oh, let me find it. There's it. It's not tight. It's not tight at all, I promise. If it is tight, something's probably wrong. If it's really tight. But it takes a second to get it off. Probably didn't need to spin it that many times, but see, it's got a lot of little threads in there. It takes us a second to get off there, so it ain't stripped. It does take a second to get off. But that's the other one. That's the nut. You do not need this. Not with mine anyway. I got new ones. I'll show you. But all right, that's out. A little bit more sprayage. Watch your eyeballs. All right, everybody. That's what it is to take it out. There's nothing else except the bearing and this one to get to, and I am changing them. That's it. Nothing else in there. No more clips, nothing like that. It'll slide out now. So yeah, but I'm gonna go into this and I'm going to change bearings out, and then like I said, if you want to watch that, you can watch after the hub removal and installation. I'm going to put the rest of this in there, or a little bit of this in there, just for fun. But like I said, the main video is about changing this bad boy. So there's taking it out. Let's get it back in there. All right, guys. Got the bearings in, seals. We're all good. Now, when you put these in and you take everything out like I showed you, you're gonna get 2 nuts and a washer. Okay. This one, if you can see, has a little nub on it. This one goes in first. Make sure the nub is facing out. Okay. This goes right against the bearing. Takes a second to get it started. This right here will help you out. It's a 4 lug by, or I'm sorry, a 2 3/8 outer spindle nut socket. Yeah. It's kind of a pain in the butt sometimes, but it'll take you a second. Once you get it going, it'll go. See? Do not use an impact on this socket, by the way. It takes a minute to get it in there. Long threaded thing. If you want, once you get it started, there we go. Just keeping it on. Now, there it is. Come on. Come on. There it goes. Now the inner nut, this nut right here, is going to be torqued at around 50-ish. I'm going to say 50-ish. There might be an exact one, but I'm going to go 50. So that's what most people call for. So on here, 50. You're gonna take this socket. Try to find that thing again. Put it on there. Go. Spin it a couple times. Some people back them off a 1/4 inch, 1/8 of an inch. To me, I don't think it needs it on this one. That was pretty good. All right. Now, get a washer. It's keyed. There's a bunch of holes in it. You have to get that little peg on that nut in one of these holes lined up, making sure you get that on the key part. Well, if it don't go one way, sometimes you can flip it around and it'll work. Sometimes it can be a pain. Ah. Hold on a second. There it goes. Now, see, on this one, on the other side, it went good. This one, I think we'll try to flip this one around and see if this one works this way. How about that? See? Perfect. Locks in there. Alright, now that's in there. Now you got one that does not have a nub anywhere on it. So that one's next. Make sure that O-ring stays on that nut, or that washer stays pinned into that nut. Don't let it come loose. I know it's a pain, but if there's grease on it, usually it'll stick in there pretty good, but that could cause for a bad day if you didn't get that pin lined up and torque this bad boy down. All right. Get the grease off my hands real quick. I use the red tacky grease and it is just, it can be gross. All right, now you got that in there, you're going to take your torque wrench and the outer nut. From what I understand, everybody's got their opinion on it, but from what I understand, the outer nut is 120 plus. You get 120, 130, you should be okay. I've seen it upwards of 140, 150. No. All right, there we go. Find that nut and hold it in there. Work it. It is a pain holding this on there. All right, that one in there. Now take this. I usually pack a little extra grease around in here. I got plenty in there, but take a little bit and kind of get down in these edges a little bit, all that good stuff. You don't have to do this, I just do it. Get it all greased up. Make sure that's good and seated in there. And you have snap ring. Pliers out here, wherever they went. Spread it apart. On there. Right. Make sure that's on there good. All right. That's all good. All right. Now that you got that on there, got your other clip. This ain't so bad to put in, it's a pain to take out, but there's a little groove in there as you saw at the beginning of the video. Take something, screwdriver or something, hold one side in. And work the rest of it in there. Make sure it goes in and clips all the way around. All right, now I'll take the gloves off. Here's your thing, it's got a little O-ring around it. You want to make sure that seat's pretty good. Okay. 6 of them. And this one. Sometimes it takes a second to line them up, but once you get them, not so bad. All right. These in there. And these in there. Now, we'll tighten these down. Okay, my battery died on my GoPro. Now, we're gonna get these tightened up in there. As I'm doing this, I wanna tell y'all something. This ain't a bad job, this ain't hard. If none of this has never been took off, then yes, some of it's gonna be a little seized on there, but it's nothing you can't do in your own garage or at your house. There are really no specialty tools. I'm going to show y'all one that I came across. I ain't done one of these in so long that hell I didn't even remember. So I'm going to show y'all what I'm talking about. There's one screw on here that can cause y'all a problem, and it caused me a problem. It took a one-day job and turned it into a 2-day job. Y'all know how that goes, don't you? But like I said, don't over torque these. If one breaks off, you can drill it out. Just be very gentle. That's more for along the lines of when you're taking them out, but for the most part, they go right in there. Everything goes easy. Yeah, I know I could do this with a drill, but why? Dang pollen. I'm hurrying. My battery's about to die again. I'm trying to get this all recorded for y'all. Okay. That in there. Yeah, check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Alright. That's good. Turn this. Make sure it all turns. Turns. Alright. There you go, guys. I'm going to throw the brake on here. Not going to show all that. Like I said, this was really made for the changing out automatic hubs to manual hubs. If you're just doing this, you don't have to take the wheel off. You can do it all right there. It's easy. Probably 30-45 minutes tops, even if you don't know what you're doing. There's a lot of videos out there that show you how to go in and come back out. I was just trying to help make a video with it too. Not bad, but yeah. All right, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and that is changing automatic hubs on a 95 Bronco to manuals. Y'all stay tuned. Appreciate y'all watching. Peace. This would cause me a bad day. This is the bolt I'm telling you about. It is a 6mm 12 point. It holds a sensor on the back. It is a pain in the rear. So plan on that. Plus this one broke on me trying to get it out. But yeah, if y'all plan on taking the hub and everything apart and redoing everything, you got to get that little sensor out. And that sensor, the bracket for the sensor is held in by this. It is a pain in the butt. So expect that. It's a 6mm 12 point.